diagnose how they were able to run the ball so effectively in the second half as you look back and sort of do the film and all that stuff?
Yeah, just going back through the film, really just you gotta make sure we clean up our run fit gaps a little bit better. I thought we did a good job, fitting our gaps in that first half, and in the second half, we started to misfit a little bit, but nothing that we can't fix. We're gonna make sure like that's a focus point going into this week as far as making sure we're gap sound in the run game. Just make sure that we're doing what we got to do there in practice and making sure we're focused on that.
They were able to have so much success doing it when it seemed pretty clear that everybody knew that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. We weren't happy with that. As a defense, we pride ourselves in being able to stop the run, and we weren't happy being allowing that. So we're gonna make sure that we clean that up in practice this week.
What's it like? You've got the 10-point lead late, and then they just kind of start imposing their will. What's it like standing on the field, just trying so hard to make a play and make something happen, knowing that, hey, if we're going to win this, we've got to make a play here.
Yeah, it definitely was a mindset of just making sure that we just try to just keep fighting. I'm really proud of my guys, the way that we fought out there during the game. Obviously, there's room for improvement, which we're going to try to do. But I'm overall, I'm happy with the effort that we had out there on the field, the will to win that we showed out there on the field. But we just got to try to look this week, look forward, try to improve, try to make sure that if we're ever in those situations again, we're prepared and we know what we have to do, and just make sure that we're cleaning up those mistakes so we don't make those mistakes.
You're going to get everybody's best shot because you're Clemson. Yeah. When you see Miami players running through your bench area, at the end of the game celebrating, does that stick with you too, that, this has got to get turned around fast?
Yeah, it's definitely something that, you notice as a player and you don't like. But at the end of the day, I mean, shoot, they deserve to be able to celebrate a win. That's a big win for them. And, like you said, Clemson's always going to get everybody's best. So they deserve to celebrate. But you got, being on the other side of that, you just got to move on. We got to win with class and also lose with class. So I feel like our guys handled that very well. And just making sure that we, stay together. We told them we'd walk out there, told the opposing team good game, the players on their team. But I thought we handled that very well.
I guess the expectations of the program is sky high. Obviously, when you came here and did the 6 straight playoffs, the way that the last few seasons have unfolded, like how does it sit with you? Are you trying to achieve those expectations, or is it just kind of this is just reality? It's the way things go.
Well, I feel like, being at a program like Clemson, the expectation it definitely is very high, making playoffs, winning national championships. But, as we've been here, we still have done a lot of winning. I feel like won a lot of big games. And, the goal is always to win it all. This year, we had some tough losses and whatnot. But, here losing at Clemson is never the expectation. We always expect to win, and we just got to get back to that. I feel like, as myself personally, as well as, my teammates and everything, just learning how to improve and try to grow from the losses and not just let them linger. We always try to, the same mentality that we have even after a win. But, this week coming off a loss is going to be that same mentality, look to grow, take coaching, and just try to continue to improve and focus on what we got coming up and not what has happened in the past.
Reshape the team goals when the initial goal was such a lofty aspiration that's off the table? Is that hard to do as a collective group?
Really, it's not that hard. It's just really just having a good mindset of what you got coming up and trying to look on what we have right now in this moment. And right now in the moment is going up against an NC State and winning that game. So as like the leaders on the team and one of the leaders, that's pretty much the message I'm trying to preach to the guys. Just we can't control what happened in the past, but we can control what's going to happen coming up this week in NC State. So we got to make sure we're doing all the little things, all the details, and really keyed in on the game plan that we'll have built up for the game, and just focus on what we have to do.
I know that Coach Sweeney has some scenarios or any that are particularly important or useful in this moment that kind of stick with you.
Well, I'll say I can't think of like a specific one right now, but the message that is being preached to us by all our coaches is just, just focus on what we got coming up. Try to fix mistakes, and just try to have a one-game mentality, one-season game mentality, and if you do that, then we'll finish out the season strong. And we just gotta try to just take every week, take every game with that type of mindset of it's a one-game season, and we gotta beat this team or this opponent that we have right now.
Any questions for Jeremiah from Zoom?
Hey, Jeremiah, Trevor Gross, SteveTigers.com. The defense has played well enough to win every game, and obviously, the turnovers have been catastrophic by the offense, particularly the fumbles. Is there anything that you guys, defense, can do, like during practice, to make it extra tough on those guys, try to toughen them up and correct the fumble situation?
Well, we try to practice every game or every practice, just on both sides of the ball, but making both sides of the ball compete. Offense makes us compete, and we make them compete. But we try to bring every practice, with that game type of mentality of how try to give each other looks of what we're going to see on game day. But overall, that's just comes down to fundamentals on both sides of the ball. I mean, not just on the offensive side, but there's stuff on the defensive side that we need to clean up as well to play that complementary football.
Thanks, Jeremiah.
Thanks.
Any additional questions for Jeremiah? All right. Thanks, Jeremiah. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.